The
glands would
solution,
block the like the
topical
sweat
medication.
glands inside the, so it would like infect the eyelids.
Gotcha.
So what have you
You know, you know, you,
recently?
you know the where you got this idea from that I want to say it's called there's called Smosh or whatever, right? So I could have met that guy
Yeah.
once, one of those guys once. I did not miss the
Oh really?
opportunity. Yeah, relatively recently actually. They were in my area.
Been most of these kinds of stories actually just pass by my um TikTok most of the time. So, but it's
Okay,
like an interesting thing, and you won't get to. There are a lot of topics every day to be talked about, so it's like a fun thing to do, at least for you
they're
know,
everyday topics. Yeah, no, like people enjoy stuff like that.
yeah.
I get it.
And most of the topics here is sometimes kind of crazy, also.
Hmm. I get it. Everything's crazy these days,
We,
man. Like, let's look around here.
I, I, I just try to filter some like just to start actually just like mellow kind of stories, but in the future if this continues then we can try to like talk some
Crazy ones. Yeah.
crazier stuff. Yeah.
How are gas prices and stuff there? Are they still kind of radical, or did they get figured out at all? I'm just curious because
What do you
like,
mean? What
oh, gas
what
prices. I
are you
was
saying?
asking if gas prices are gas prices better
Oh,
there right now, or no?
eh, I'm not sure actually. I haven't checked a lot. It's not being talked a lot now because currently we have like the impeachment trial for the vice president. So that's like the one in the news currently.
The one that was spending a bunch of money on her like travel expenses and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
they're they're on a trial right now.
Oh,
So the
okay,
trial might take a while for it to be finished.
fair
They
enough.
released some videos actually of her. They released some video of her threatening the president, and
What?
she did a live in Facebook, and it was used against her because she was trying to like. She said she hired an assassin just in case to kill the president if she will be killed, something like that. So, hi guys, thank you for
Yeah,
watching.
thanks for watching. You're shitting me. She no way she did that. Are you for real right now,
Yeah,
dude?
yeah.
That is insane, dude. That is insane. Philippines is cool, man. I love it. I love that place. It's great.
We're
Oh,
just we're just talking about the impeachment trial of our vice president in the Philippines. It's not supposed to be the topic that we're going to talk about. We're just trying to catch up, um, like about the things that are happening here.
yeah. And thank you. I think our hair looks pretty great too. He's doing a little bit better than me right now, but that's all right. It's the glasses, dude. It
What?
works. It works.
Already, I
Yeah, I
can't
think it
see.
does.
Anyway, today actually we're trying to talk about we're going to talk about some stories here. I don't know if this will work, but anyway, guys, if you wanted to buy some merch, also we have some Filipino merch. We sell T-shirts here if you want.
Yeah, you want a cool T-shirt?
Oh,
He has them. You got to buy them off his store there. Like you said, he got that merch. So
uh, so I'm going to. Am I going to start selling things now?
are you gonna pull out one of the
Oh my
shirts or something?
God, I can't. I don't know where it is. I'm lost. Oh,
You have a great day as well. Yeah, we'll start this up in a second, I'm sure. We're gonna do
they have this
something
T-shirt
similar.
where you can see all the Filipino food in the T-shirt.
Oh shit, that's kind of cool actually. Oh yeah, I
It's
like
not
it.
made of it's you can buy this shirt. Anyway. Um
I make awful gar Is me? Is that me? I don't know if I'm on the left or I'm on the right here. Am I on the left or am I on the right here? I think I'm on the right. Awful garlic bread. I probably do make awful if it's me, I probably do. I probably do. I just buy the stuff in the box and put it in the oven.
Maybe
So,
I'm the one cooking the garlic bread because I look like Indian and most Indian smells like garlic.
are you on the right or am I on the right? I have no idea, that's the thing.
Don't know. Sometimes actually currently right now, I am on the left
Yeah, see,
here
that's what I'm
with
saying.
me. I don't
I
know
think
with
I'm
you.
on the right. I think that's what I'm
Uh,
saying. I think I'm on the right. I think, yeah, garlic I don't know. I don't even know how to make garlic bread. I probably would make awful garlic bread, but yeah. We got some, like, active people in the chats down here.
oh. Yeah, I got
What's naan?
it's a bread, an Indian bread, but more like
Um,
it's an unleavened bread.
unleavened bread, okay. I thought I kinda thought that, but I wasn't for sure. I didn't wanna assume, but yeah. Prestige? Is that how I said do you think I said it right? Prestige?
Anyway, yeah,
Football stuff. I don't get it.
um,
Take us away
I
whenever you're
don't
ready.
really. Anyway, anyway, guys, thank you for watching. I hope you
Yes,
can
thank you
stay
very
with us
much.
for quite some time. So, do you want to like start anything?
Yeah, no, I don't have the printouts or anything like that, however, that's the thing.
No, that's the reason why actually I just have the printed thing here and then
You're
I
gonna
will read it to you and you will be the one to decide.
Oh man, dude, I'm a bad one to decide stuff like that, man. Yeah, I'm always gonna take the side of the asshole, no. But go ahead, yeah.
Thank you for subscribing, by the way. We appreciate it. You can also try to subscribe to Dorian's channel. I'll be tagging his account after this live. Anyway, I don't know what I would like. I haven't heard my voice actually reading, so I don't know if this will suck, but we'll try. I'll try. I'll just try my best.
All right.
Yeah.
We don't know
So
how
the
we sound.
title for yeah, I, I I was after this actually. I think I'm going to like edit this and cut every story. But the
And
thing
then
with
yeah,
editing
reel it.
this is that I will be hearing my voice, and it sucks actually hearing my voice. So
I don't like the sound of my voice either. I don't know many people that genuinely enjoy the sound of their own voice. When you record it, it
I'm
sounds different than when you're speaking. So
I'm just wondering also, do I sound weird to you? I'm not using the mic that I think the mic that I bought actually got busted, but am I clear?
yeah, you're fine, dude. Yeah, I don't know about
I
me
see.
either. I think I have like
You're
a little bit more of a stable connection right now. So
right. You're clear. Are you in a library right now?
I'm always in a library, my guy. I think we
I see.
know that. Whether it's like
I
at
see.
some college somewhere, or even in
Mm,
Manila, I was in the library, dude,
I
until
see.
they kicked me out.
Do we have internet in our library there?
You do. I think the reason I wasn't allowed to use it, but I think it's because I was at the university library too
Mm,
and stuff like that. And if it turned out I technically wasn't supposed to be there, but I got let in because like someone had called like the dean or something like that. And they're like, yeah, just let the guy
mm,
in. And then I asked to use the
okay.
internet, and then it's a big mess, but yeah.
Yeah.
But they were
Anyway,
cool with me being
it,
there. Cool library.
It has been it has been quite a while since I've read to a person, so I'm sorry if I suck at reading English. So anyway, are we going to start?
Yeah, yeah, no, I'm ready. I'm
Okay.
patiently waiting. This is me like
So the
being
title
charming on
is
camera.
the title for the first story is that am I the asshole for leaving the restaurant after my boyfriend tested me?
He did what? Dusted you? Tested?
Yeah, tested. Yeah. Am I the
Tested.
asshole for leaving the restaurant after my boyfriend tested me? Okay.
Yeah, dude,
My
that's like
boyfriend.
yeah, no, that's like
What?
hip lingo. What? How did he test her? Like test her how?
Yeah.
No, that's the thing.
That's the reason why I love this titles because it will leave you hanging for a moment.
Yeah, I
So
think probably not, depending on the situation. Probably not. You
yeah.
know, if it's your boyfriend, they're always testing your patience. But they're not testing
We'll
something
see.
else. So
So my boyfriend, 25 male, and I, 24 female, have been dating for about a year. Last weekend we went out for dinner. Everything was normal until the check came. He looked at me and said, I'm not paying. I said, okay, are we splitting it? He shrugged and said, figure it out. I was confused because we're always either splitting the bill or taking turns paying. After I got visibly uncomfortable and upset, he smiled and said he was seeing what I would do. Apparently, he'd seen videos online where women expect men to pay for everything, and he wanted to know if I was the kind of girlfriend. I asked why he couldn't just talk to me if he had concerns. He said people lie, but tests reveal character. At that point I paid for my meal, left enough for the tip, and told him he could figure out the rest of his own bill since he liked to test so much. He eventually paid and has been saying I overreacted to a harmless joke. His friends think I embarrass him in public. My friends think testing your partner is childish. He's still insisting I failed because I wasn't supportive. Is she the asshole?
no, I mean he kind of sounds like like the beginning of that story kind of sells it to me. Like
Yeah.
he kind of sound. It's just like the way he went about it makes him sound like the asshole. You know what I'm saying? Everyone in that situation is being fucking childish. As far as I'm concerned, they're all being childish, man. Really, but um, he probably was being a kind of an asshole. Just from the demeanor I caught from the story at the beginning there.
So the girl
Uh,
is the asshole?
no, no, the
The
guy
guy,
was,
yeah.
but like as it progressed, she became the asshole, kind of. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, kind of childish the whole way around in that situation. I don't know. I feel like that relationship just needs to be like right now. Cut that off, do it, and they need to. Neither
But
of them need to date ever again. Like, yeah,
but
that's me.
the thing is that they've been dating for a year. Why are you still testing each other when you have already known each other for quite some time already? You have
That is
known
like
your the
key
personality of
point
each other.
there. Yeah. Depends on your age and stuff. I feel like young people are like swayed into these like stupid things by social media. So I'm kind of like that too, though. Like I'm not gonna lie, I'm not gonna test a
Yeah.
lady like a year into a relationship, but I do like to know a girl is willing to pay and stuff sometimes. I think it's just like one of those
Yeah,
things, you know.
that's true actually. Um
Yeah, I'm not gonna do it like
I have
that. You know
this
what I'm saying? But
you will already know maybe in the first weeks that you're talking to each other if she's that
yeah,
kind of person, I think. You would know
yeah,
already.
exactly, exactly.
I have like printed some comments about this one. So they're saying that the girl is not the asshole. Mature adults talk about relationship concerns. They don't test their partner. Run for the hills. He's going down the red pill pipeline. What does that
Yeah,
mean?
no,
I don't know.
that's the thing. Yeah, like I said, you kind of it's kind of weird. I hadn't really even considered the time factor in that, honestly.
Yeah.
And it is like these like they said, but probably more mature to talk to your partner and stuff. Um, I'm
Hmm.
not above testing people though, just because it's sometimes fun. You shouldn't do it in a way that like
Here,
upsets them though. You know.
here's another one. That's in a relationship is such a red flag and quite immature. Like you said, why not just talk about it? Or if you really wanted to see what you do in such situation, why not say, I'm sorry, I seem to have forgotten my wallet? Or I'm a bit short, would you mind covering this time? Something with a bit of respect. I still don't agree with the testing thing, but just saying. The way he spoke
Like,
to you, I would have dumped him afterwards.
see that's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, he could have it could have been handled a lot more maturely.
Yeah,
Like if you really were concerned and it's fair to be concerned about things sometimes, right? I know
yeah,
that like a lot of people would say testing people isn't like super appropriate, but if you do have genuine concerns and you want to find out, you can discuss it after the fact. But like they said, oh, I forgot my wallet. That's way more
yeah,
mature than being. Like I said, I thought the guy was an asshole right away just by the way he
yeah.
kind of spoke out and stuff in the story.
There,
I don't know. What do you think?
there's some.
Would you agree?
Just what I told you earlier. I would have known if the person already is an, you know, is that kind
Yeah.
of character. I think. I mean,
Hmm.
before even actually meeting someone, like even for a hangout, I would try to do some background checks on those people.
Yeah, I know you would, dude. I know you would. I do.
So,
I get it. I get it.
so there's an update with with this with this girl and the guy. So she dumped him. She said, "I will find someone who can respect me and not put me in a position of feeling uncomfortable or mistreated."
I'm good for her, I guess. Like I'll be honest, like she didn't like totally handle the situation super great at the end there either. But that's just me. That's just my opinion. Like I said, they both should probably not be in a relationship. Sounds like they're both kind of immature myself, but that's
The
just
thing
me.
is that you just immediately like get out of the restaurant. This is your boyfriend. You should have known him also. So maybe
Yeah,
you could have just talked about it and then like explain to him what he did wrong actually. But
yeah, exactly.
I would be
It
offended actually if he has been trying to test me after a year of being with each other.
I mean, I totally get her being offended. Don't get me wrong, and the way he handled it, completely completely inappropriate. But at the same time, like you said, there is that whole year thing of being together, and then
Yeah,
the immediate response after everything is for her to be
mhm,
kind of like the same exact attitude back. And then like
yeah,
mature adults don't do that. You know what I'm saying? If you're in a relationship and you're a mature adult, you don't do that. You don't like reciprocate and mirror the behavior back to somebody else just because they're behaving that way. That's what I'm saying. Like
yeah,
to me, neither of them should be in their relationship at all
yeah.
because they obviously don't know how to handle a relationship. But that's just me.
Culturally, also, actually, it's different here in the Philippines. Even if, especially most of the time, if you're on a date, it would always
Hmm.
be the guy who will pay for everything. You're not. It is frowned upon actually if the girl is paying for
Hmm.
every date.
No, I think that it's like a relatively speaking, that's like very common in most cultures. Like
Mm,
even in American culture, like to this day, quite a bit so. I think there is like a slight shift now where it's not so much. But even
I
like
see.
I guess in like Europe, maybe I've had like heard a little bit that girls are like it's becoming more common where like sometimes the girls will pay a bill. You know what I'm saying? But
I
and
see.
it is like a it's pretty much like that everywhere, I think. It's like a societal expectation. But, as, like, girls and guys start to make, like, the same amount of money and stuff and work just the same and everything else, I think that expectation is kinda, like, dwindling. So,
Yeah, that's true
yeah.
also. And with feminism and things like that, actually, it's like
Yeah, exactly. I like a girl to pay for me, dude. Yes, mommy, fucking pay my bills, you know what I'm saying? But I don't know. I'm a weirdo, what can I say?
have you ever tested someone? You like testing people,
They do like
even your
testing people.
friends.
I
You
can't help it.
you
I gotta, like, really know your character hard, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's easy I can, like, definitely like, just like you, I can do, like, the whole, like, look up on them, and I can get surface level elements from people's character, but you don't really understand people super well until you really, like, put
mm,
them to the grindstone, like, you don't know how they're gonna fracture or, like, what they're made out of or, like, what is their, internal structure like, you know what I'm saying? So
I see.
it's just it's something I do, man. I like to know. I just like to know my people in and out like that. That's like like because remember I knew that you liked Fallout Boy, but I had never like talked to you about that. You know what I'm saying?
How
So like
did you know that I like Fallout Boy?
I just knew like I can tell stuff about people just like you can pretty easily. Like I just figure it out. Like something about a
I
person,
see.
but that's all surface, man. Like just because you like this band doesn't tell me anything actually about you. Even if I can just know that. It's just, and maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I was wrong, and you were just being nice. Like that's the thing. But
Oh, I'm just wondering. By the way, is there something popping out in your screen?
yeah, where we said something about like it was a question or whatever, but I can never get those to
Yeah,
work. So I don't.
I can't move it. Actually, it's like blocking the both of us.
Oh, it's in the middle of the screen. Yeah, it does that. Yeah, I don't know how to get rid of them. I just drag mine down, but like I guess I do know how to. I said I don't know how to get. I don't know how to get rid of it for you. Man, that's what I'm trying to say.
Okay, anyway. You wanna go? I just realized. Okay, those are the stories that I've copied. It's a little bit long, but are you fine with long? I found a short one.
I've had several girls pay that used to pay for me. Like that's I don't want to be that guy, but like yeah, I wasn't testing them. I was just like I don't know. Maybe I'm just lucky.
This is a little bit risque.
Oh, I like risque, risque.
Am I the asshole? My boyfriend doesn't get hard when he sees me naked.
We need more. We need more information on that one. A little more information on that
I
one for me.
This is so stupid. I female 18 and my boyfriend male 19 met as counselors at the camp. We go yearly and instantly hit it off this year and started dating. The thing is, he lives on the West Coast and I live in the East Coast. We both messed up with our relationships in the past and agreed to not to be completely physical till a year into the relationship. But I wasn't aware this meant even with phone sex. When we were together, we couldn't keep our hands off each other and were hiding around in corners, making out. And now, if I take a shower on, he is only focused on his game and not on me. I am someone who needs at least a little bit of intimacy in the relationship, and I'm afraid he is not interested in me or maybe not even in the right fit. Am I wrong for wanting to push him into trying to be sexual, or should I just leave it alone?
Man, dude, that's one of those topics. It's difficult. It does sound like he's not overly interested. That's like a that's a that one's deeply personal. I think you know what I mean. Like You should not push too
Yeah,
hard with stuff like that, right? You know what I mean? But I don't think she's like necessarily an asshole. But I don't really, I don't know, I don't
the
know. This is like
I
this
I
limited perspective on a guy.
they should actually talk about this, and
It's yeah, just
so
talk
so,
about it,
so
man.
that she should stop thinking or overthinking about this, I think.
Yeah, yeah, I agree with you. That one's like it can be uncomfortable, but I guess like when you're like young and whatever else, like they said 18, 19, right? So like it's difficult to want to bring up broach those subjects and stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, just because you're like all over someone, sounds like this lady has codependency issues to me.
that's
I don't want to be like a psychologist here, but
I mean,
yeah,
there are some comments actually. If you try to push him into being sexual, no one should ever be forced or pushed into sexual activity. Talk to him.
yeah, yeah. There we go. No one
And
should be
here's
forced
another
into
one.
something like that. Yeah,
Would you want someone pushing you to do things you have said no to? If you want someone to be sexual with, break up with him and find someone to be sexual with.
yeah, kind of just like that. Yeah. Um, Plus you're like clear across the continent with each other. You know what I mean? It's not very typical that you find that like the female is trying to be the sexual one. It sounds like he's
Yeah.
still a kid, kind of. I mean, like a lot of people are like
And
that nowadays. They're just stuck in their video
and
games, whatever else. But
I don't know about your experience, but don't you like talk about like kinky things when you're with someone already and you're been touchy with each other for quite some
yeah,
time? If
yeah,
there's a
I'm
moment
a,
like that, I think.
I'm a fucking weirdo, bro. You kidding me? Like what do you mean?
I mean, usually uh, when I used to date this one person actually, and he's the one who starts like making out most of the time because I'm not really
Mhm.
like experienced with those things. So most of the time, actually, it will be the other person who starts. I
Yeah, yeah.
don't
No
know.
initiates contact or whatever else. No, I get it, man. Like I prefer to have like a girl initiate contact with me and stuff because then it's like there's less like but I'm also a guy, you know what I'm saying? So I think there's less
Mm.
nuance for me as a guy if a girl initiates things, you know what I'm saying? You got to worry about stuff. Yeah, hello from the Philippines. Hell yeah, dude. We got one of your friends here, fucking from the Philippines. Um, so sometimes it's like it dissolves the nuance, right? I don't know how it is
Yeah.
like in anyone else's shoes. Like I can see where a girl would like not want to as much. And you know, I mean, if it was like the 1900s, like I get it, you know what I'm saying, but it's not now. And when you're a guy, you have a lot more to worry about, like illegally and whatever else these days. You know, especially like whatever movement. You know what I mean? Like you don't want to do something that's perceived wrong, and you can't like always
I,
be like, oh, let me ask to kiss you every single fucking time. You know what I'm saying, or something like that. So, can I touch your hand? You know, like that's like a unreasonable level of engagement on something that should be like fluid and romantic, right? So yeah,
can't
that's
you
why I like
just
girls.
like kiss him and kiss him to start with actually? And if he's horny, then they can go ahead with it. You know,
Yeah,
you would already know if
you should. Yeah,
that guy's
exactly.
horny that time, kinda.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. Like, there's like that's what I'm saying. Like to like initiate that, you know what I'm saying, is like different. You know
Yeah,
what I mean? It's like to like who kisses who first, that kind of thing, like that. It's like a, you know, once the vibe check's been done happened, you know, you got the
yeah,
vibe check. You know what I'm saying? But like otherwise, you know, like who initiates the vibe check, right? So that's kind of what I'm thinking.
uh, yeah. I also kind of dated this person actually. On the first two dates, actually, we were making out. On the third date, we kind of didn't because his that person is not on the mood, kinda. So I didn't. We didn't
Yeah,
continue making out. You would know if that person is not in the mood. But even if actually when he is already like playing a game or something, when he's horny, he's going to be horny, I think.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. No, dude, that's the thing. I think she just is like reading too much into it. Like I said, I think a lot of these stories are just like it's all about like there probably is not the right level of conversation going on, right? You know, that's really what it
Yeah,
is. Yeah,
I just chose like the mellow ones for now.
yeah, I get you.
'Cause, we could go crazy on the next. I mean, I prepared six um
Okay,
stories actually, and then I just realized actually like it's quite long, but yeah, just bear with me. I guess.
no worries, man.
Okay, we want to start with the third one.
Yeah, yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, am I the asshole for being upset at my fiance after I propose?
This is gonna be a one for real, dude. Right here. Holy shit.
So this is a throwaway account. I'm a 26-year-old white male, and my fiance is a 23-year-old black female. We've been together for a few years, and she has always had these strange dreams that somehow end up coming true. Sometimes it happens years later, sometimes weeks later, or only a few days afterward. Recently, I decided I wanted to propose. I saved up for the ring, planned everything carefully, and wanted it to be a complete surprise. I arranged for both of our families and some of our closest friends to be there. I spent a lot of time making sure everything was perfect. When the day finally came, I proposed and she said yes. Everyone was excited, and honestly, I thought it was one of the best moments of my life. However, I noticed that my fiance seemed strangely calm throughout the whole thing. She wasn't shocked or surprised like I expected her to be. At first, I just assumed she was overwhelmed or processing everything. When we got home, I asked her why she seemed like she already knew what was going to happen. She then told me that she had dreamed about it. Apparently, she had written down an entire note describing what would happen, including the proposal, who would be there, and other details she won't forget. I don't know why, and I'm not really proud of it, but I got really upset when she told me. She felt disappointed. I felt disappointed because I had spent so much time saving for the ring and planning everything, and I wanted to see her genuine surprise and excitement. Instead, it felt like all of my hard work had been ruined because she already knew what was going to happen. I know she obviously didn't choose to have the dream, and I know it's not her fault that her dreams sometimes come true. But I still couldn't help feeling angry and disappointed. Now I'm wondering if I'm being unreasonable for feeling this way. Am I the asshole for getting mad at my fiance because she already knew about my proposal from one of her dreams?
Like that's a raw deal, really, for on part. Like, I'm sure she still enjoyed it. Again, like this goes back to the whole conversation thing, really, right? Maybe he should just talk to the lady, like be like, did you was it like just because she knows doesn't mean anything. And then if you're really that worried about it, now you got a chance to do a secondary surprise. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? Fucking
That's a good
jump
thing,
out on her or
actually.
something somewhere. Yeah. And if she catches you again with it, do it again. You know what I mean? Like there's opportunities there for this guy to genuinely surprise her still in life. And if he likes her and obviously he proposed to her, I can see being like a little upset about it. You know what I mean? Because you put all this work into something, but she didn't tell him ahead of time, so she obviously wanted him to do that. Like, you know what I mean? Like she knew it
Yeah.
meant something to him, and that's why she didn't tell him until afterwards, right? So
And the
like,
thing is that it's not the girl's fault, actually, that she dreamt
no,
about it.
yeah,
It's
so
out of her control. Why would you be
Yeah, it's like,
upset? Like,
yeah, I don't
you know
think, I
what? All
think,
of these
I don't think
stories
her fault.
actually, I all of the stories I haven't really read. All of this actually, I just read like the title. When I was reading this, actually, I thought that the fiance actually talked to his friends about it and just knew about it. I just realized while reading it earlier, actually, that she just dreamt about it,
Yeah,
and now I
exactly.
understand actually.
Yeah, it's like if she got the secret from someone else, I get being pissed, but like she just like it's out of thin air. So it's like,
Yeah,
and you can't like control. Yeah, like we said, you can't control your dreams, dude. Like, not her fault. Not her fault, bro. Like, you be mad about it, but like, what's she supposed to do? Not dream, like, not sleep for the rest of her life. Yeah.
here's some
I think
comments actually. Very strange to get upset with your fiance over something silly like this. It's not like she can control it or anything. That's
you know, gotta sleep.
You're the asshole and being unreasonable. You organized an event, proposed, and she accepted. You got what you want. Now you're upset because she wasn't surprised. If any woman is really surprised at their proposal, then she wouldn't say yes. Marriage means having made plans and done the work and being sure and wanting the same future and having had all of the conversations about kids, pets, and schools, travels, homes, families, etc. Nothing should be surprised. It should be all discussed and agreed on before. You sound like a fool. She probably should have said no. You seem like someone who wants wedding and then forgets there's a marriage after. Hello,
Hello.
you are the hassle. You're serious right now? You say you love this woman, you propose, she said yes, but you're upset she didn't say yes right away. Say, damn it. you should you should actually be happy if you have someone or like a partner
No,
who
I completely agree. Like
like
that first
dreams
part of that
about things.
the first part of that last one was like really sunk home. You know what I mean? The guy might have put a lot of work into it, but he did get what he
Yeah,
wanted. You
that's
know what
true.
I mean? Like I don't know about the
Yeah.
rest of that. You know what I mean? Sometimes people don't talk about like some of those finer details till later. I don't think, but that's just me.
Hi. We're planning actually to do that in the future. We don't know how to do it.
Yeah,
Currently, right
we
now
have to
with
do
YouTube Live, actually, you're just allowed to like have two
two
persons
people.
in it.
Yeah. We need to do like we need to we were originally talking Skype, but we need to use like Microsoft TeamViewer or something like that, and then OBS Studio to like streamline it so multiple people can be in the video. But it's like it's a process really. If you
Yeah,
already subscribed like you said you did, you go ahead and leave a comment in this video, and then we'll know who you are, and then later we can bring you on. If you're from the UK, we'd love to
yeah,
have you because we like to bring people on from other countries and stuff and talk like just what their country's like, what they do there, whatever they really want to talk about their specific country. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Don't know what you do. Maybe you're like a really cool person in your country or whatever else. You got like an interesting job or something. We'd love to talk to you later. So yeah, be sure to like comment in this video, and we'll
Yeah,
figure it
we'll
out. We'll
try
eventually.
to yeah, do something about this in the future. We always wanted actually to invite people to talk with us, but right now we still haven't figured anything out.
Oh, we're both in like he's in a lot better situation, but like I'm in like a precarious position to be doing like all the technical stuff right now. So yeah,
And the thing is that I was
mentally.
waiting for him actually to do the technical stuff.
Yeah. I'm in a better position to be doing it, but it's just like also not at the same time,
I see.
unfortunately.
Do
I
you
have all
still
the
have your
equipment.
laptop? Yeah,
Yeah, I got
we
all the
still have
equipment
the
still.
same.
Yeah, I still got all the
Nice.
equipment. I just it's like getting the right location with a stable internet connection to be hosting like people from different countries and stuff like that. Uh, you know how my Wi-Fi is normally, dude. Like I fucking don't my
Yeah,
connection is shit, and we
yeah, I know.
have latency issues. That's what I'm trying to eliminate latency issues and everything else. Because when you got like all these people from different places talking, you know what I mean? There's milliseconds here, there's milliseconds here, and then the more
Yeah,
people you add, then all of a sudden everyone's like talking at once. And Sounds like shit.
Weirdly, actually, we're not having some technical glitches right now. Fingers
Yeah, I
crossed
know.
that this will continue.
I know. This, like I said, this is a much better connection today. Normally, I have like the worst connections on the fucking planet. It seems like.
I'm just wondering also, like, do I, does my voice sound normal, or do
Yeah,
I?
yeah, it sounds pretty good.
It's
Yeah,
weird because I'm using like a Bluetooth earphones. Actually, I wasn't expecting.
Scotland, I have not been to. I would love to go to Scotland. I do got to say, I love the foxes in London. That is pretty sweet. I do love that. I do know London. Did you know that, Tate? They have like foxes all over
Um,
the place there.
I don't know actually.
Yeah, dude, right up in the city. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Do they bite? Do they bite?
I mean, they might bite some people. They look pretty cute to me, dude. I don't know. I was like running around town and I kept seeing these like animals that I was like, these aren't
What's
cats and
the?
they're not dogs. They're foxes.
I'm just wondering also. One time you have like a raccoon in your place. Did you touch it?
Oh, dude, yeah, I'm not afraid of animals. Like, I'm not afraid of animals. I
But
would not
do raccoons
suggest
bite
that.
also?
What? Raccoons? Yeah, oh yeah, raccoons are they're like back and forth. They will bite you. They're kind of like
Okay.
they're like scared, not scared of people. They're like it's weird, you know what I mean? They're like less shy than most animals, but like also still pretty shy, but also have teeth. It just
By the
depends.
way, Jard, if you like want nature, you should try going to the Philippines. We have some
They do. They have
pretty
great,
amazing
great
nature.
nature. Yeah. I feel like the Scotland mountains are pretty cool too. It's just like you have to go there in the right time of year, the right time of year. So that's nice. That's nice. You probably should wash your hands. I don't know how to respond to those things sometimes. You know, it's very much the internet.
Anyway, want to
Did you
continue
have
with
another?
another story?
Yeah,
I
say, do
have
you
a
have
lot.
another one?
I prepared six, so anyway, here's another one. Hi, am I the asshole for disinviting my mom to my wedding?
Let's hear the story. I got to hear the story first. Yeah.
I, 23 female, I'm getting married next summer to my fiance, 24 male. And recently, I have been getting backlash from my sister and my mom's family because me and my fiance made the decision to uninvite her from our wedding. For a little backstory, my mom had me at 19, and we used to have a great bond. However, me and my mom started to have a rocky relationship due to her cheating on my stepdad when I was 18. She blamed me for their divorce, as when I found out about her affair, I made her tell my stepdad. About a week later, about a week after, I found out that her boyfriend was a convicted felon and a registered sex offender. I obviously didn't support the relationship or want my younger sisters, 13 and 8 at the time, around him. My mom went off on me saying how I betrayed her for taking my stepdad's side and that I was a horrible daughter. Since I have been very low contact with her, flash forward to a couple of months ago, my fiance proposed to me and I obviously wanted my mom at my wedding even with our past. I had sat down with her for lunch and explained to her that I wanted her to be there as my mother and to support me. However, her boyfriend is not invited. I do not have any relationship with him, and I don't want him there on mine and my fiance's big day. She flipped out saying that she loves him and that it's unfair he can't go. I told her that it's not unfair. Me and my fiance can choose who we want there and he is not one of the people we want there. I then said that if she wants to be there to celebrate her oldest daughter, then she will have to suck it up and go one weekend without her boyfriend. She got upset about that and said that she would be allowed and said that she should be allowed to bring him. I replied that if she insists on taking him, then she doesn't have to go. She got more upset and left. About an hour later, I got a text from her and my middle sister saying that I'm a horrible person for uninviting her and that she wants to celebrate her daughter's wedding. My mom also got her sister, who she hadn't talked to in years, tell me that I don't understand what my mom's going through and that I shouldn't let her bring her boyfriend and that I'm going to regret not having my mom there. So am I the asshole for uninviting my mom to my wedding?
Sounds like her mom's a toxic bitch, dude. Like, I wouldn't invite that bitch either. Forgive my language here, but like,
That's
shit,
true.
bye, lady. Like, I assume this guy is like not one of those just piss outside sex offenders because that would have been said something.
Yeah,
Because technically you can be a sex offender for peeing outside, but you know what I'm saying. Like he's probably not one of those. But by the sounds of the story, um, and before that, even before that, like this whole like cheating on her stepdad, you know what I mean, and like
yeah,
her being mad at her for. But then again, that's a lot of extra information. That is like a lot of extra information
yeah.
to be like dishing on the top of this story. So for me, it's like the matter of the fact is, boyfriend's a sex offender. She don't want that guy at the wedding. You know what I'm saying? Like
But
that's the real
and
story to me.
also I think it's that it's not her place actually to choose whatever her daughter wants to go in her wedding. It's not
Yep.
her wedding,
Yeah.
kinda.
Exactly. Exactly.
And the thing is
That's the thing.
that
Her fucking
she still got the help of her sister to like be on her side. It doesn't make sense for me actually. This is like a very displaced kind of family. I think
yeah,
the
dude.
values, you know.
Yeah, no, for real. That's what I'm saying. Like, this is like, well, what the hell is going on with this family, dude? Have you ever? Do you know what? Do you know what Maury or whatever is, or like Steve Wilkos or anything like that? They're like a
I don't know what's that.
God. Dude. Oh my God, you should look some of that shit up later, dude. Like, what?
I
Check
see.
out Maury. I'll send you some links. I'll send you some links, bro. It,
I see.
it, it sounds it's exactly what you're talking about here. This is it's like these kinds of things, but worse. But yeah, no. Like, if she don't want her at the wedding, yeah, she's not the asshole. The mom's a total psycho. Like, sounds like.
Let me read some comments. At the asshole. She has chosen a convicted sex offender over her own daughter. Don't think about allowing her to come. Be sure to have someone at the wedding who will tell her and her boyfriend to leave. She doesn't care about you or your sisters. I would go no contact. Hopefully, the sister who berated you will open her eyes. I hope you have a fabulous wedding. I assume your stepfather will be there, and it wouldn't be fair for him to have to share the event with your mom and the guy who cheated on him with. It's your wedding, you decide the guest list. Plus, Mommy Dearest made her choice by choosing to stay with a known sex offender.
Yeah, no, exactly, dude. Just but you know what I mean? Like, man, like, but really, what like he did, but even like we just completely distill it down. It's her, like we said, it's her wedding. She don't like the boyfriend. Mom, you can't bring your boyfriend. I don't want him there. That's it. That's the real story. You know what I
They-
mean? Like,
I think
distilled down.
sometimes they're just these people who actually don't know how to understand how
Yeah,
things work, kinda, and who
it's-
would push what they want actually, even though they're not really like the main character for that kind of situation.
yeah,
It's just
exactly.
irritating. And I grew up actually thinking that most of the people actually are all older than me would be like wiser. And sometimes it's just like weird actually to see these kinds of people are not like really that smart, even though they're like older than me.
It's weird that
Or
they have like a weird level of wisdom for their age,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Yeah,
that's
lack
true.
of experience.
Oh,
I
this
get
is
it.
a good one. The other one is a good one. One moment.
Yeah,
So
no worries.
here's another one. Hi, George. Again. Anyway, am I the asshole for reconsidering marrying my fiance because his mom wants to plan our wedding? Here's another one.
Yeah,
Okay.
let's keep going. Let's keep going on that. Yeah, we got to keep going on that.
So so my very newly fiance and I just found out we were expecting, and we had discussed what this means for us regarding wedding plans, etc. And we had agreed to do a small church ceremony and courthouse wedding this year before planning a bigger wedding after the child is born and my immediate family can travel. International travel plans to consider.
Yeah,
But as soon as he told his parents, those plans have swiftly changed. Now the wedding is in 2 months. I will not have my closest friends or family here, just his side and majority of his parents' guests, 200 of them. The rationale being they want us to do the things right and have a giant reception that will cost over 30,000, and we aren't even enjoying the planning process. My fiance will be funding the majority of it, as he has been instructed by his parents, and as I am graduating in May and currently rely on a student stipend, and his mother loves to remind that every chance she gets. Anytime I try to make suggestion, I am shut down and we are guilted for being ungrateful for all the work she is doing. The last time she did this, I did get visibly upset, but bit my tongue and said nothing. My fiance then asked me to smooth things over because she was upset that I was upset at her shutting me down. So I gave her a call to apologize, and she swiftly told me not to cross her. I feel like I'm falling into a situation that will only lead to a long life of no agency, and I can't even bring it up with my fiance because I'm now realizing how codependent the situation is, and I fear I will only make myself more of the enemy.
you know, sometimes people in the family do plan weddings. However, I definitely don't think she's an asshole. It sounds like there was already a plan set, right? You know, am I wrong? Like,
Yeah,
so there was a plan set, and now it's being usurped to make a new plan that is more super expensive. And
yeah,
yeah, I don't think she's the asshole. I think that she needs to, because she's talking about codependence between the mother and the son. She needs to God forbid they have to do the big wedding. She needs to put her fucking foot down and take fucking charge so she can break that codependence bullshit right now, because otherwise she will be dealing with that her whole life. Dude, are you kidding me, dude?
yeah. If this is already just the start of the relationship going
I
into
have no idea
marriage,
what the.
what more will happen actually after this?
That's what I'm
I
saying.
think it's a red flag already. She should like not continue with the wedding at all. I
Uh,
mean,
I,
if her husband actually can't stand up and just like
yeah,
be dependent with the mother, I think it will be like a bad
yeah, no, that's what
idea
I'm saying. Like
actually to
that's
marry that guy.
yeah, kind of like like that's what I'm saying. Like she needs to take fucking charge, dude. Get in
Yeah,
there, like God forbid you got to do it, like do it what they want. That's how you kind of meet in the middle. You know what I mean? Like you are still not the asshole no matter what, but you meet in the middle. You know what
yeah,
I'm saying? And you like, look here, bitch. We'll do the wedding how you want to fucking do it, okay? But I'm doing it.
yeah,
I'm in charge. Guilt trip me one more time, you out of here. You want me to be with your son or not? They don't fucking.
It's just weird, actually.
Yeah, no, I don't get people, man.
You're just. I
I don't
don't
agree with that
know
shit.
about
So.
these kinds of people. Why would you like to be just like the main character in some other people's lives? You have your own life. Why don't you ruin your own?
Oh yeah, no, I do exactly. Like, do what I do, ruin your own life. You know what I mean? Like, but yeah, no, it's I don't know. I get the main character energy vibes. You know what I'm saying? Like, someone wants to be like, you know what I mean? But like you said, you're not always the main character. Sometimes you're like the side
Yeah,
character, or you know what I mean? Maybe you're the fucking vendor for the quest. I don't fucking know. You know what I mean?
and
Maybe you're a player
and
too.
the
You know?
and the thing also when she said that to not cross her, that's already
Yeah,
something big boiling up in the future. Actually, you can't really
yeah,
say what you think in the future.
yeah. No, she. That's what I'm
So
saying. Like, she needs to put her foot down. Like, she's using like I wanted to be like this. Sounds like some Catholics. I'm not trying to be rude
yeah,
to the
I
Catholics,
think
you know, but
also I yeah,
you get what I'm
too
saying.
religious, too entitled. Actually,
Well, they
I
talk about
think
using
not
guilt
just
and
like
stuff.
Catholic. It will be most of the time the religious fanatics who think that they are too good for just too good for compared to some other people. Actually,
Well, just the whole like it needs to be a big ceremony. The man needs to pay. I'm the mother, so I'm gonna plan it, and then using guilt when things aren't like you know what I mean. Yeah, no,
yeah,
that's whatever. It's like the whole chain of things for me. You know what I'm saying? I have Catholic family members. You know what I'm saying? So like to me, that's like the whole chain of events. The ending with the guilt thing, and then like telling them not to cry, like using guilt and be like, "I will strike you down,"
yeah.
like that, like that's Catholic as fuck, bro. Like, get fucking real.
I
God.
think have you seen Young Sheldon? Mary's that kind of person also, right? But
Yeah,
she's
yeah.
Baptist.
Baptists do
I
it too,
mean,
though. Yeah, like
the super
it's
religious
not
people
one
are just
specific.
like that.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I guess it is just religious people. Like in general, you're right. You're right. The guilt thing is like it's like the
Yeah.
power of like the God. You know what I mean? Like, oh, let me guilt you, like fucking try and do that
One
shit.
time, actually, Mary guilt the pastor actually to baptize the child of Mandy because
Oh, really?
yeah,
See,
the
that's what I'm
pastor
talking about.
was forced actually to baptize the child earlier because sometimes Baptist people would baptize when you're old enough, kinda. But she guilt the pastor because Andy's parents are planning to baptize the child in a Catholic church, so she wanted
It's like,
the child to be baptized earlier.
yeah, she's like, you got to baptize it before they baptize it because then
Yeah,
the baptized won't matter. You know, I don't fucking know. Yeah, that's how the crazy shit, man. That's something like religious people, they're not out of fucking control out here. You know, at least the mom and young Sheldon probably knew what she was fucking talking about. Most people who are religious don't know
yeah.
shit about what they're talking about. So it'd be like some nonsense. She at least probably knew what she was talking about.
Anyway, George, we I don't know actually how to edit the questions right now. It's just hard. So just deal with the question. Anyway, at least we know you're from Scotland, right?
He's from the UK in general.
Yeah.
It's mentioned going to
We have
Scotland.
some. Technically, Jason is from UK, so we have some friends in the UK.
I have a couple too. Yeah, I know. Yeah, dude, fucking UK is cool, man. Like I said, dude, I want to go. I want to go back to London just for the
Uh,
foxes. That's like literally like I hate to be like that's the reason to go back for me, but it is like I don't know.
well,
I
Jason
think I want to
invited
pet
me
him,
actually to go to
see his mom and stuff.
where is he from? Yeah, to
Ireland.
go there.
He's
He's
from Northern
technically
Ireland,
in
right?
the Northern Ireland, so it's in the
Yeah,
UK. But I just met a friend actually from Ireland recently, a few months ago. and
Oh,
we
I think
were
you sent me a picture,
he
yeah.
yeah, he mentioned about us actually talking about him one time in a clip. We were talking a few days ago actually about that, and he said that he saw the clip actually me mentioning him to you,
Yeah, yeah.
and yeah, I kind of tried to like told him just in case I wanted to go to Ireland that he would like write me a letter so that it will be
Oh,
easier
letter, yeah.
to like
Get a visa and stuff,
think.
yeah.
Yeah,
I know what you mean. I'm like, I
I just
always forget
realized
that I'm like
actually that,
American and I'm working.
and also you're not. It's a good thing actually you weren't able to like continue with your travel last time and going to the Philippines because I was like searching about things and you're not allowed still to go here. You're kind of
What do you mean?
blacklisted here actually
Me?
because you have you have overstayed, right? And even if you have paid the fee for overstaying, you're still blacklisted. So you need to go
What?
to the Philippine embassy in the in Michigan actually to like write a letter like to
Oh,
remove the blacklisting thing.
I'll just be
So
like, dude, like
they
you had a bunch of holidays and I couldn't go. I tried getting in and they wouldn't let me in because that's
yeah
what literally what
they
happened.
will deport
So,
you actually just in
oh,
case.
well, that's good to know. Actually, I didn't know. I didn't think about that at all. I'd be like, deport me to Thailand, fucker.
I I
Just kidding.
I thought actually that after just paying the fees, actually everything will be fine. So when I was like looking about it, actually you're still like blacklisted, and you need to write a letter to the
Okay,
embassy.
I'll write a letter. I can do that. It's good that I know that because if I came back, I would have totally got deported. My fucking that would have been a bitch and a half to deal with.
You'll just be wasting your tickets.
Yeah, exactly. So I'll write that letter eventually. It was just because of the holidays there. It was like,
Mm,
God, now I'm drawing a blank. It wasn't the one. It wasn't the. There's a bunch of holidays all crammed together right there. You know, they do the long walk,
yeah,
and I'm drawing a blank on what that one is. But that one was like
I see.
directly after, and then there was one
Mm,
right before that. So like I fucking just like that's the thing. So I'll
anyway,
just write that in the letter. You know, so I'll be like, dude, look,
yeah.
it was holiday season and
I was I
da
was
da da da.
searching about like the embassies or the consulates of the Philippines. I think they have one in Michigan.
They probably do. Yeah. Like I was telling you already, dude, there's lots of Filipinos in my state, well,
Okay.
relatively speaking, you know what I'm saying, compared to like probably other states and stuff.
I
We have like
mean,
very big
my
medical
my
stuff.
grandfather once actually studied in the University of Michigan. We have I have like a spin in the house actually.
Yeah, dude. That's what I'm
One
saying,
of
dude.
the
This is great.
anyway, this is the last story for
Okay.
tonight. Am I the asshole for going on to the entirety of my of a family holiday when my girlfriend has only been invited for half?
What? What?
Did you get the am
So,
I the
yeah,
asshole
repeat that.
for going? Yeah, they're like going for a holiday with the family, and then she just invited the girlfriend to be with them on half of the holiday. So after like maybe they're going for 8 days, and then after 4 days, her girlfriend will just like go away. Anyway,
Yeah, let's hear the rest of the
let's
story. I already
continue.
think I know where I'm leaning on this shit.
I am going on a family holiday for 8 days. This holiday includes me, my parents, two siblings, my GF, my girlfriend, and my brother's GF. Context regarding me and girlfriend: we're both mid 20s, have been together for 3.5 years, and live together. They have now proposed a flight for my girlfriend to fly home this on day 4. For context, my parents never thought my GF was intended to come for more than the first 4 or 5 days. This flight is about £20 more expensive and less continent flight times. My girlfriend now feels unwelcome and that she is being told to leave. From my parents' perspective, they really value the time with just their children, as there is some significant ongoing health problem between my parents. They have caused a lot of distress throughout this year. Further to this, they have never expressed not wanting my GF. They actively want her to come, but have obviously proposed she goes home on this flight, and there has been no discussion on wiggle room. My brother's girlfriend is in the same situation and is happy to come. My girlfriend feels unwelcome and that she is being told to leave. I can understand that my parents want some time to their children, but I also think they could have managed and communicated the proposal in a better manner. Am I the asshole for wanting to go for the entire trip?
No, no, I mean, like, I just kind of went in a reversal for me because, I didn't think this person was an asshole anyway, but, once I
Mm,
hear the story, you know what I mean, like, it kinda, like, shifted a little bit, like, from where I
yeah,
thought this was gonna go a lot, honestly, like, that initial I don't think it's no, no, you're probably not an asshole for wanting to enjoy the whole entirety of a vacation.
yeah,
Uh, I wouldn't say it's exactly super fair to the girlfriends and either you know what I mean, it sounds like there's 2 siblings and but both of their
yeah,
girl it's not like she's being separated out, you know what I'm saying? It's not like this person's spouse
yeah.
significant other's being separated out. Um, I don't think that person's being an asshole or, like, necessarily selfish, right?
Mm,
There's some nuance there, you know? I heard something about, like, the parents are, like, a little bit sick or whatever, right? Is that what I heard?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
So so they wanna have some family time. You know what I'm saying?
That's
I
true.
don't there's, like, lots of variables going on there. Uh, I don't think the girlfriend's being super unreasonable either, or the significant other is being necessarily super unreasonable to be, like, kind of frustrated with that situation. But obviously, again, like, the other siblings significant other is also being treated the same way, and she's
Yeah,
kinda like, they maybe they should have a hangout, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, yeah. The
that's
2
true.
2
Actually, if they really wanted to continue with their vacation, then the two of them should hang out. Since that
yeah,
sooner or later, actually, if this continues, they will just be a part of the family. I think so. Why not
yeah,
like bond with each other?
exactly, fucking bonding time, dude. That's what I'm saying.
Or maybe they should not, because the way she's acting might be a reason actually for them to like split.
That's also true. That's also true, but in the
Because
perfect world.
it doesn't seem that she understands actually the situation, kinda, and
Yeah.
she's just being unreasonable. Also, I think.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think she's kinda being a little unreasonable, like, I don't need to know, like, the family's sick or anything like that to be like, okay,
Yeah,
maybe they just want some time as a family, you know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Like, they get that they're in a relationship, she's invited for part of the trip, or
yeah.
they're invited for part of the trip, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, it sounds like you're going somewhere that's not a cheap place if you're on a plane and all this other stuff. And you're probably I don't know if she's paying for this even, you know what I'm saying? Like, or
Yeah,
this other person's even paying, so it's like, to me, it's
yeah.
like, this sounds like a privilege. It sounds like a privilege. You're having the privilege of going on half of this fucking trip. You should probably chill out. The other person's not being
And
unreasonable.
that
They're not
I also think actually, if like if she feels that she's not invited, you might as well not go along with them, kinda,
yeah.
if you feel that way.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, well, I'm not turning down 4 days going on vacation at all, dude. You kidding me?
if it's free, right?
Yeah, exactly. But, that's just me. Yeah, no, it sounds like that person needs to get over that shit, dude, like, what are the
They
comments
should
on
have
this one,
like
dude?
um, Not the asshole. Mature adults talk about relationship. Ano, this is a different. Oh, they're. Oh, they differ from your opinion.
Oh, really? Oh
You're
my
the
god, dude.
asshole.
Oh, damn it,
First,
dude.
you shouldn't brought your girlfriend if that was your parents' plan in the first place. If that vacation was only for the family, then your brother's trip shouldn't be invited too. Since you think you could have managed and communicated well, then tell that to them instead of Reddit. Use common sense, bro. I will gladly date your GF since my family wasn't broke and unwelcoming people. We're not wealthy, but we can find ways to make someone welcome and love in our family. You obviously stays with her because of your sexual needs. You live with her for years and you have the nerve to want a holiday without her because she wasn't a real family for your parents. Life is short. Go back to your parents and you don't deserve your G.
Whoa. What?
This
Whoa.
is
Holy
Here's
shit.
another one. You're the
I must have
asshole.
missed something.
Your parents are going out of their way to get rid of her. Yeah, I would be offended too. But the thing is that and they're doing it with his brother's GF, right?
Yeah, that's what I thought too. I was like, man, both the kids' girlfriends gotta go, dude. Like, yeah, dude, I think these Reddit people are fucking fools, man. I don't want to pick
My
a fight with no Redditor,
my
but
My Jeep's brother is in the same situation and is happy to come. Yeah, it's the same with us.
exactly. Sounds like just want to have deep connection bonding time with their children. Their
Yeah,
children. It's
yeah,
not a
I
it's like
get it
with their
actually.
children.
I kind of get
Yeah,
it, especially with a Filipino family. But the thing is that it's a different thing also with a Filipino family because we won't like cut someone actually.
yeah,
When you're in a Filipino family, if you're not like part of the family by blood, kinda, you're when we start a vacation, you are going to be with us till the end of vacation. It doesn't
yeah. No, no.
matter at all.
I, I that's what I'm saying. I get that, and normally I would be like that, but you know what I'm saying. Like, sometimes like people do want to have like it's like if you go on like a guys or girls trip, you don't take
Yeah,
your partner with you. Maybe you take them on the initial.
mm,
There's some room here, where I think this person is not in at fault. You know what I'm saying? Like they're not like being an
I see.
asshole, but like I do get what you're saying. Normally in a normal circumstance, you go on a trip, you take you're on the trip, right? You know what I'm saying? But it's like
Uh,
maybe it's because I've traveled a little bit. You know what I mean? I'll go on trips with people whenever I'm out and about. You know what I'm saying? It's like not like I'm going like the one time I was in like Romania and stuff, and like these people are going to Moldova, and I hung out with them for a
yeah,
second, but I didn't go to Moldova with them. You know what I'm saying? Like that's not
I
what
see.
happened, right? So it's just like
Well, that's
it's just kind
different
of
here in the
uncomfortable.
Philippines. If you're going to our house, actually, they would even might ask you actually to stay there forever, kind of. I
Yeah,
mean, we are so
I know. That's how you guys are, dude. You guys are very
clingy.
family oriented. I fucking dude. Still remember going to Shin's house and stuff, and like hanging out with
Mm.
her like husband and her kids stuff there, dude. Fucking that was yeah. No, I know, dude.
Her her husband actually wanted us to drink more. Actually, just stay there for the rest of the night, kind of.
Dude, he was having a good time. He was having a good time. I enjoyed that.
Here,
I was belting out
here's
songs
another
too.
here's another comment. Your parents fascinate me. I've seen ruder people, certainly, but this is a level of oblivious rudeness that deserves to be savored and studied. One of the most unforced relationship errors I've seen in a while. Amazing. This is a usually inhospitable in just about every culture I can think of. This is just too much, actually.
Yeah, dude. These guys are like flaming these people, dude. Holy shit, dude. Like,
Why are the people here are so angry?
yeah, dude. I mean, like, it's like they got kicked off of the trip or something. Jeez, dude. Um, I can see why some people would be upset, but like I don't think I don't know, man, dude. Like I think that it's like just that's one of those rare cases where it's like I don't know. You again like is this trip free for them? They're not getting treated
Yeah,
any differently than the other person. They are even if they are family, you know what I mean, already and stuff. That doesn't mean that they're like uh parent and child. You know what I mean? Sometimes you want time with your parent, like
yeah.
between you and your child specifically. And yeah, dude, you know what I mean? I don't know. It's a very it's like a specific case here. And then we add on the sickness thing. You know, if your parents are sick, you know what I'm saying, and they want to like spend some personal time with their child before they pass or
But
whatever else, you know,
may I have a
that's kind of
question also, actually. Like, how personal would it be actually to be with your children for like 4 days? What are you going
that's
to do?
that's a fair point. That's a fair point. But you never know.
Are you
Maybe
like
it's just
going
like
to like sleep together in one bed as a family? Is that how personal it is, kind of? Because it's just
no,
weird.
man. Maybe they just want to like spend some like people are weird, man. You know, sometimes it's just like that like silent connections shit. You know, like people talk about walking on the beach with their spouse. What's so great about that? You know what I mean? Nothing. Nothing. It's you're
Yeah.
walking on a beach, dude. Like it's not but somehow people make it this deep thing that it's not, you know what I mean? Because of chemicals in their brain, but maybe that's what they're trying to do. Maybe that's what they're trying to
I
do.
think also it goes with the, I don't know. There are some weird families actually in America, like,
Oh,
the ones that are super close, kinda.
yeah,
That is kinda on the level of unhealthy, unhealthy
yeah.
already. I think that's the
It's a lot
kind
of
of family
Americans.
that, this some of the horror stories where these families would live like um they will have just one house there, in between the cornfields, and then they will just look like cray cray because they're so close with all of the members of the family that it's getting kind of weird already. I think that's the
Yeah.
kind of family.
There's definitely lots of families like that. Just depends. I don't know, man. I
I
don't
mean, there are
know.
parents that are so possessive also, I think. I don't know. Actually, the story
It's a
is a
weird
little
mix
bit kind of
scenario.
vague, actually. They didn't like talk about the characters of the parents, actually. We
Yeah, they
wouldn't
didn't talk about
know
characters' parents
how.
at all. They just said something about them
Yeah.
being sick, I think. So I
But the thing is that the writer actually is like the son. So the
yeah, yeah.
perspective is with the parents most of the time, especially if he is close with the parents.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's the thing. We don't really hear enough about the parents' perspective of this and why they might have done it like that. We do hear that from the son that they're sick potentially and stuff. And again, like like maybe they and weird or not, you know what I mean? Whether they're weird or not, whether they have this weird connection or not, like when someone is sick, sometimes there is that thing where they want to, whether it's it's like even if it's like if your significant other gets cancer or something like that, maybe they want to do something specifically with you because of that, and it's going to be like
For
this
4 days.
magical moment. Yeah, maybe it's just magical 4 days before you die. Maybe it's 4 days before. Maybe you die in 4 days. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. You know what I'm saying though. You're extending and savoring the time of that moments, right? Alone.
Wouldn't it be happier if there are
Maybe they
more
work.
people with you?
Sometimes some people are, but sometimes it's not as intimate. You know what I mean? Again, like this is like a child parent relationship, so it's like it's already
Mhm.
like this level of intimacy because they
or
raise you.
just in case, actually, if someone is really terminate terminally ill.
Yeah.
So wouldn't it be fun actually to see the people that you're close to actually be living with? when you're dying already.
Yeah, that's the thing. A lot of the time that doesn't happen in America, though. And we don't. That's what I'm
I see.
saying. Maybe these two kids normally don't see the parents at all. You know what I mean? Maybe they're like very
Mm-hmm.
busy or something like that, so they don't get time with their parent. They don't even call them on the phone. Maybe you know what I'm saying? Who knows? And this sport
Yeah.
that's something we there's lots of like nuance here that we're not hearing about in this story. I feel like you know what I mean. To really fully explain the 4 days of solitude with the children, you know what I mean? And that's where I'm at with it. And again, like, if this trip is free for these 2 ladies, like, they should be grateful they're fucking going on a fucking airplane at all, you know what I mean? That's like I'm not saying that's, like, a super giant privilege, but, like, for most people in the world, that is, you know what I'm saying, in general,
Yeah,
and
that's true
even in
also.
America. So, yeah, this
I
is, like, where I'm at.
mean, like to save all of these things actually, they shouldn't have like invited the girlfriends actually. And that guy should have known actually what her girlfriend would be reacting actually if this would happen. He should have known already actually what the reaction of the girlfriend is when they're like already dating for quite some time. I think
Yeah,
it
did he spring this on her in the middle of the trip? Is that what the story is? Because now it sounds like he just like randomly like 4 days into a trip was like, yeah, bitch, you gotta go, and that makes you an asshole. That does make you an asshole if he did that.
Oh, it was the parents actually who proposed the flight, right? It was the parents are not
Oh,
expecting her actually to be to
so
stay that
randomly.
long for 5 or more days, for 4 or more days.
Okay, yeah, no, no,
My
I don't even
parents
know
never
enough.
thought my GF has intended to come for more than the first 4 or 5 days. They should have like decided for the girlfriend actually.
It, there should have been some notice. There should be some notice. I
Yeah.
was under the assumption there was some notice here going on. Like this is like a pre. Guess
Mm.
what? Guess you can come from. Yeah, no, that's a little weird. I don't think the guy's an asshole. I still don't
But
think
the
the other
thing is
person,
that
the character had a
actually,
fucked up.
um, he should have no. She should have asked actually his parents actually the reason why they're not like asking
Yeah, that
them to
also.
like go with a trip for the whole time, so that he could be able to explain clearly actually, and not just leave there after 4 days, kinda.
Maybe maybe those two people were like that they wanted to leave are just like really fucking annoying. They just don't know how to tell 'em. They're like, you guys get drunk and cause problems. You need to go.
But the
Here,
thing
you
is
laugh
that
one more time.
actually, and also, he already I am assuming he already knew actually that his girlfriend will not be with them after 4 days, kinda. So it's for him actually to decide whether he still wanted to invite the girlfriend or not, and he should
Oh,
have known if his girlfriend will be offended by the idea of living after 4 days of the vacation.
so he knows ahead of time. She doesn't know ahead of time, and then
Yeah,
the parents are the ones that are asking.
yeah,
Yeah, no, he should. He kind of is an asshole for not telling her ahead of time.
yeah.
Yeah, so it's he was now
Because
he
it
kind
was
of shifting for me.
yeah,
If he knows ahead
it
of
was
time and she doesn't, and then
and
the parents have to ask her to leave.
yeah.
He's the asshole. Yeah, he's the asshole.
Because it was like the parents actually who decided that she should just come with them for 4 days and then leave after it, kind of. So
Yeah,
yeah, it makes sense actually. He should have known. He
yeah,
should have decided first whether they're still going to invite the girlfriend, because you
yeah.
should know that, or maybe he is just close with his parents that he
I misinterpreted the
sometimes.
story. That was my
Uh,
bad.
yeah, I just like yeah, it's just weird actually. These are
It's
weird
yes.
people.
Yeah, these are weird people for sure, dude. I feel like I've heard these stories somewhere before, but they definitely are. They're how do I say this? There's never a right answer for a lot of these stories. You know what I'm saying? It's like all about interpretation of the different facts.
Yeah,
Um, just like that little simple thing there where I just like missed that somehow. Completely changed the whole perspective of everything.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. It's crazy.
In your experience, have you like cross along the way? Have you like cross paths with some people, or just like weird also value wise? You know how they perceive things.
Everyone I meet. No, I'm kidding. I, you know how I am, dude. Like, I appreciate things. I think we can agree to that. You know what I'm saying? Like, and for
Mm-hmm.
what they are. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't
Mm-hmm.
know. I don't know if you would totally agree with that or not. I like to think I do. I think that I am a little bit entitled maybe about stuff, but I do think that I appreciate things for what they are, and then also, so I think a lot of people's value systems are fucked up. Most people's value systems are fucked up, if that's your question, yeah, realistically, so but, that's just me. That's just me. So,
Growing up, were there like values that were taught to you that you end up like getting rid of because you just realize it's not like a good value?
I created my own value structure, I think, growing up.
I see.
Completely. I think that all my values are completely reconstructed by myself. That isn't to say that other
Mm-hmm.
people don't have an effect on people as they grow and everything else, but largely, I would have to say that I completely constructed my whole value system myself, without being influenced in a like a let's say like a where I just like how a lot of people will just pick something off someone else, so just like take a value from them and be like, "Oh, this is
Mm-hmm.
my value now. Oh, I like this
Mm-hmm.
value. This is my value now." No, I didn't do that. I completely constructed my value system from the ground fucking
I
up.
see.
So I think that in that sense, so that yeah, I thought we were talking about
How
like a different way, but
I see. How would you know actually if those values that you have created in yourself are like right or wrong?
morality does not actually exist. If you learn anything about ethics, you'll know that we can all day talk about what is ethical and what is right, what is wrong,
Mm-hmm.
but in a complete like man, I don't know how to do this without being like super like in depth, like in like philosophical. In the reality where murder is the moral high ground, that there could be I don't know how else to explain it, you know what I'm saying? I don't know how to really get
I
into it.
just I have a
It's
question.
really hard to explain.
Um,
Morality does not exist. There is no right or wrong, only perceptions based on society. So
yeah.
what is wrong in my society could be right in another society. You know what I'm saying? If I go to the land of thieves and I don't steal, all of a sudden I'm
Mm-hmm.
a bad guy. You know what I'm saying?
I see.
So morality doesn't exist.
I'm.
So my value system is my value system. I don't give a fuck what anyone else says. No one's gonna tell me my values are
Mm-hmm.
wrong because they're my values. If you
Mm-hmm.
got different values than me, they're your values. Have those values, man. I don't care. But if they go against mine, they go against
Mm-hmm.
mine. That's just how it is.
What do you think about abortion?
I do not talk about topics like that because I'm not trying to get flamed on the internet. Thank you.
How about let's start. How about euthanasia?
Oh man, dude, I've always been a strong proponent that is a matter of euthanasia specifically as a matter of personal choice. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? It depends on what we're talking about. Like, you know what I'm saying? If the family chooses or not, that's different, right? So, if you're like super old, decrepit, and want to die, I think that that's a choice you should be able to make, right? Should you be out if you're terminally ill, should you not be able to choose to pull the plug? It's that's where I'm at with it, you know what I mean?
I mean,
I think that that's a personal choice,
that's true,
right?
but it's against what was the nursing. So
No, I get that
I
it is, but
get
no, as a medical professional, it is always your moral
yeah,
obligation to do everything you
yeah,
can to help the patient. I completely understand that. Again, and this is why I said morals do not exist because the morals as a doctor versus the morals as someone else completely different,
yeah.
right? Sorry to cut you
But
off. I get
I
what you're saying.
understand. No, I understand because I was the one actually decided like to cut the plug for my mother when she was dying. So
Exactly. Exactly.
because at the end of the day, actually, when the person is terminally ill, even if you wanted like to um like extend that person's life, if she's already having so much pain, and just in case if we're going to be able to save that person and still she will just suffer, it doesn't make sense for her actually. You're just like adding like pain to her, kinda. At least that's what I think of. So might as well actually just like end the
Mhm.
pain. I don't
No,
know if
exactly.
that's morally.
To me, that's the thing. Like again, where we get into this like gray area with the morality of it.
Yeah,
But I think most people would agree that it's morally wrong to allow anything to suffer for an extended period of time
yeah,
for no reason, especially for no reason. We get into this gray area where okay, maybe they survive. They have to suffer for, but what is the extent of time that one has to suffer
yeah.
in
And
extreme agony before they can be saved? And what is the ROI on being saved at that point, though? You know what I mean? So
and the thing is that would you be happy because you have extended your life, but you see that person actually having more pain, like still trying to die when she should already be like be resting in peace, kinda. Like
exactly.
giving an example about this actually is kind of weird hearing it now, saying it. Like,
Yeah,
yeah,
no, that's the thing. It's one of those things. Like, if you most often the case is that you know that they're not going to survive too in euthanasia cases, right? And it's a hard choice to make, but it is like if anything, you're doing them a kindness most of the time. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
If it like that's what it is. It's
And
like if you see a lame dog in the road, you know that's like guts are all over the place. Would it be like more fucked up to watch it suffer there for a second, or just go break its neck? And a lot of people would be like,
and
"Oh, I don't want to break its neck." You know what I'm saying? But like, it's the same. It's the same argument. It's just a
yeah.
little bit different. Right? Probably problem still.
And also like what would this person actually feel actually when you have extended their lives, but then they will see these people actually drained, drained financially, drained emotionally, things like that. It's not a good thing actually for them. Actually, maybe you have like extended their life, but you were like giving more
You
of
shorten
this
someone else's.
emotional pain. Yeah,
Yeah, exactly. No, like you're saying, the financial burden aspect of it, it's exactly another thing. Like if you have stage 4 cancer, the amount of cost of that'll be like if great if your family has the money for it, you know what I'm saying, and everything else like that. But it's essentially a terminal diagnosis, and now that
yeah,
you're spending so much money to extend one person's life for 6 months, maybe
yeah.
that now you have shortened someone else's life because of the poverty factor. You know what I'm saying? Now this person has
Mm,
accrued poverty debt. What are like now they're in poverty, right? You know, now they're in poverty,
yeah.
and those in poverty live less amount of time. So
Mm,
now all of a sudden this person's lost 3 years of life to extend this person's 6 months. You know, and that's again, like, this is like the whole morality is subjective thing.
Yeah.
Um, and I get why if you have the money you would. But that's a whole nother argument, right? That's a whole nother argument on top of this other stuff, really. I think yeah, when we start factoring the quantities of cash and things into the situation,
Yeah. So I
right?
guess we will be like dying earlier because we don't have a lot of money.
In America, it's like 12 years, 12 or 13 years sooner than everybody else. So yeah, I definitely will be.
Anyway, it has been raining here for more than 2 weeks.
You got
So
typhoons?
we're having, yeah, we have two typhoons coming in. So it has been raining for 2 weeks, and then floods has been attacking us recently. I don't know.
Have they done any
We
more
have
construction actually?
there the secretary for public works and highways right now is like overseeing strictly all of the infrastructure project. They're trying to like put in jail all of those politicians actually who have some
I'm
like
kidding.
questionable government projects. But the thing is
But
that some um previous administration fanatic would are thinking that it's just so political. They're just trying to like imprison those who are against the current administration, things like that. But
right, right.
if they don't have anything to, anything wrong done, they should like
Yeah, if they're not
prove it
being
in court.
corrupt pieces of shit, stealing money from the people, you know what I mean? You won't go to
Yeah,
jail, right? Yeah, that's kind of like what it is. I get you. I
but
can see why
yeah.
some people would
Anyway,
try and spin it like that, though. You know what I mean? They're definitely going to try and spin it like that. But it sounds
yeah,
like it's like not just one side of the government doing that either, though, right?
yeah, yeah.
So it's like
But
it's
the
kind of
thing
like
is that even some of the politicians who are like connected to the current administration has some problems also with some government projects, but I think they're like more the current government is more lenient on those people when they could have just be, you know, equal with everyone, whether it's like um against the government or with the government if they're like doing corrupt things, actually they should be put in
yeah.
jail. That's the
No, that's the
thing
thing.
actually with fanaticism. Actually, you the some of the characters here actually in the Philippines are thinking that one should take sides. I don't think one should take sides actually. If one is doing corrupt things, then he should be put in jail. I don't really care if he's against the government or not.
Yeah, no, that's the thing. It springs up its own potential problems. Like you're saying, some people are trying to say that like they're attacking them for political
Yeah.
reasons. If you put people in, no matter what side of the political spectrum they're on, guess what? No one can argue that it's a political battle. It's a corruption
Mm-hmm.
battle. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
that's why you got to treat everyone the same. That's just all there is to it. You can't
Yeah.
they might be your buddies, but they fucking stole from the people or whatever else, or maybe I'm not saying they did. I'm just saying like if that's the case, they stole from the people,
Yeah.
they got to go to jail too. Can't treat them different because now otherwise someone's gonna say some bullshit. That's how that
But the
works,
thing
you
is
know.
that one that is like connected to the government is actually like the president's cousin, so it's hard actually to like find
I get
someone
it.
in like the pro administration.
It's a pain in the ass, man. I get it, man. Sounds like you guys are having some like hellacious things going on a little bit here and there. Like with
I
this flood project stuff is like a big mess. It's been going on for a while. But like even beyond that, like vice president, everything else now, and it happens. It happens, man. I think that it doesn't
It's
help that you got
just
like the area that you're in.
it's just hard. It's just hard to understand actually, even with my office mates who are technically professionals would still like choose sides when
Yeah,
they should have like point out criticize every politicians even if it's like a pro administration or like the opposition. If they are doing something wrong, they should just criticize everything.
yeah.
It's yeah,
I mean, you can still like the side you like. You know what I'm saying? You can still support the people
yeah.
who are not doing the corrupt shit on the side that you
Wouldn't
like.
wouldn't it be
But
like a good thing actually if you're still criticizing those people who are on your side because like
yeah,
you're trying to be, you know,
yeah, that
transparent.
transparent. It holds you again. Here's this morality thing. It's gonna come back again
Mm,
right here. This morality thing.
mm,
It holds you at a higher moral ground than the enemy, right? You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Because you're not fucking protecting the snakes in the bush you're in. You know what I'm saying? You're fucking
yeah,
casting
you're
them fuckers out. That's
yeah,
now you have a much more comfortable bush that you don't have to worry about getting bit in. And then the other side can have all the snakes on its side, and then you know what I mean. And then
yeah,
those people don't get if you don't weed those people out, then it just gives fuel for the other party's side. You know, eventually, you know what I'm saying, where they can attack you
mm,
for keeping those fucking people there. You know what I'm saying? That's
yeah.
why people get blackballed,
But
dude.
yeah, but the thing is that I'm not really expecting a lot from the president. He grew up with a father who is a dictator and who has ruled the Philippines for like 22 years. He hasn't had like any job ever since. He's been a politician starting from a
Talk about
younger age. He doesn't know how to work like a normal job. So it makes sense actually if it's not doing like a lot of things technically because he grew up in those kinds of environment actually where one is corrupt.
yeah.
So I don't know.
He knows that he knows how to play like he knows the game that
Yeah,
he's been taught his whole life essentially.
yeah,
It's Marcos Jr., right?
yeah.
Yeah,
Marcos, yeah.
yeah,
So anyway, we'll just end this. I'll prepare more stories, weirder stories, and are we doing this again next week?
yeah, yeah, for sure, for sure. I'm probably be somewhere else then, but yeah, we'll do this again for sure. It's been a
Yeah,
long one. Hopefully, you got
yeah,
tons of watch time.
yeah. Thank you. Bye.
Bye.